I'm going to show you this recording of Chris Brown in jail, only because of the way I've been treated.
Oh, what? Chris Brown actually sent him a direct message. Oh, wow. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. I hope every single one of you are doing well. This is a very interesting video that has literally popped up on the FYP that I do want to bring to your attention. Many of us will remember last year, Chris Brown was arrested when he landed to his Manchester hotel here in the UK. So the arrest stems from some allegations that took place back in 2023 when he was here in the UK. It involved some attack against some music producer, goes by the name of Abraham. He got hit with a tequila bottle, which then led to him going to the police, making a statement, and more or less getting Chris Brown arrested years later. So Chris Brown didn't get arrested instantaneously. He flew back to the United States. He came back to the UK and he was arrested at his Manchester hotel. He went to court. He was refused bail. He then spent 6 days on remand. I'm not too sure what prison he was in. I can only assume it was one up north. But what's interesting is this video has now surfaced. It's popped on the FYP of an inmate who exposes Chris Brown. He has a lot to say. After saying what he said in the video, Chris Brown responds. So we're gonna dive in and find out what's actually going on here. So here we have it. Chris Brown's former cellmate claims he ain't loyal and he abandoned him.
Yeah, when I was in jail and I looked after him, and I gave him weed, phones, and only me could associate with him, and I made the jail easy. There was talking to me every day. There was promising me this, that, they're gonna take me America, help me on the right path, go to the gym, we may go for food. When I went to London, they took the piss. Wait till you hear the stories what happened in London. And then since I've been out, they were messaging saying, at first saying, even when I was in jail, they were messaging someone on my behalf, promising me the world. But now because they're high profile celebrities, it's like the manager or someone's told them to distance herself from me because obviously
Bro, that seatbelt sound is annoying, bro. Put your seatbelt on or at least just plug it in.
Person, because I'm not like the person I am out here. They're saying, oh, I'm good enough for him in jail, helping him out, getting put on closed visits,
I'm good enough for him in jail. The way that this come out was just such a why.
I'm good enough for him in jail, helping him out, getting put on closed visits, getting put down the block for giving him weed and looking after him. But now I'm out, it's like they're too good for me. But we'll see, because all the recordings, what I took off.
I mean, that's just the reality. Like, man's a millionaire, bro, and you're in the slums in Liverpool, Manchester, wherever you're based, like, with all respect. That 5 to 6 day period was just him trying to get through it any way he could get through it. Of course, when you're sitting in jail and you all of a sudden see Chris Brown just bop on the wing, and you, out of all people, have got access whereby you're building rapport, building a relationship, anyone's going to be capping. It even sounds like after Chris left jail, he was still talking like he was going to pattern him up when he come out of jail. So, you know, you would feel some type of way on that basis. As a man, as a big man, there's no real point going on the internet, venting it, sounding all upset like you've just broke up with your missus. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I kept. So wait until you hear this story, what happened in London and what happened now. I'm going to show you this recording of Chris Brown in jail. Only because of the way I've been treated. He knows what happened in London when I went to see him in London, and the way they've gone on. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. After how loyal I was to them, and even Booba saying, "Oh yeah, you're loyal and a nice one, and anything we can help you with, when you get out in this and that, promising me this, that," and how loyal I was, like I said, to them. We'll show you in the video. Basically, the next door to him where he was banged up, padded up, and I was chatting to him every day. He kept doing recordings, recording everything, recording videos, pictures and all that. I found out and went and took the phone off him, done him in, took the phone off him, and sent all the recordings to myself outside, and fucking smashed the phone up.
What,
and
man ran up in Chris Brown's cell, slapped him up and took his phone off him? Is that what he's saying?
I wanted to speak to him about them as well. And I'm not going to show, I'm just going to show a bit of the video. And I'm going to attach it to this just to remind him like the shit I did and what I went through in jail after when he left, which he knows about. And I'll attach the letter he wrote me saying, sorry, I got you banged up. That I was on closed visits for my kids, and moved off every single wing. Couldn't get a job in the jail after everything I'd done, giving him access to mobiles and giving him weed and giving him stuff I give him. And I've come out and wanted a bit of help. I don't want anything off him. I don't want money off him. I don't want presents off him. I don't want fuck all off him. I just wanted an help with something. and some advice and sit down and go for a proper meal. And how I got treated in London was fucking disgusting, ridiculous. I'm not going to tell you what happened and all that, but just watch these videos and listen to these videos.
Hold on, he's not going to tell us what happened in London. I actually thought he was getting to the point of telling us what happened in London. Because whatever happened in London really pissed this guy off, boy. It really pissed this guy off to the point he's had to go onto the internet and let the whole world know about it.
And this recording, what someone made and what I took off him, so it would in the pictures, so they won't get put out there for him and
Yes, Chris, how you doing, mate?
All right, it says video 4 minutes long, been cropped, blackout. I'm not posting any pics or videos, just want him to remember how loyal I was and wake up. I'm not good enough now. I'm out here. Now you're back with your people. Thought you guys were loyal. You're a joke.
How good are you? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I've got the thing I borrowed you yesterday, the phone. Yeah. There's a message on it for you. When do you want it back to use?
Let me know whenever you need it.
Yeah, I'll throw it back under in a minute. Is everything else good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Have you got everything you need?
Yeah.
How did the shorts and t-shirt fit you?
It was good.
It was good. What about, do you need any more weed out? Any more burn weed?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah. How's your mate?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's a bit small in that fucking cell for you two, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah. Do you need any, what about the USB stick, mate? Is there enough films in that on it? Did you get it working?
Right now.
Say again?
Yeah, I got it working, yep.
Yeah. So just checking in, mate, making sure everything's good. You've got everything you need and all that. In like I said in it, like yesterday.
You know what? Big him up for this, though. Big him up, because Chris Brown must have been shook going in there. Let's be real, shook. He didn't know what was going to be happening in there. And the first guy he comes in contact with is a cool Donny that makes sure he's got everything he needs. Like he made you feel extremely comfortable, mad comfortable, too comfortable, to the point where when you got out of jail, you know what I'm saying, those promises you were making didn't come to fruition. You basically bullshitted him.
Anything you need, just get on me. When you get unlocked at 2:30, I get unlocked as well for the service.
Okay, so this is Chris Brown responding. And I have to say, like, when you actually deep this comment, it is extremely disrespectful. After listening to that audio, this is extremely disrespectful, you know? And Chris Brown is probably thinking, I'm never gonna find myself in an English jail again, so fuck that guy. Even though at the same time, I have to agree with Chris Brown with the fact that he has gone on the internet and vented this, because as a big man, as a man that maybe does his thing or has things patterned on the outside, you're just gonna get on with what you were doing. You ain't gonna go on the internet and start telling the world, oh, I've done this for Chris Brown in jail, and this is how he treated me after. If anything, Chris should have just left it as it was and never responded with this type of comment, because what he says here is, listening to this wanker is hilarious. Disrespect immediately. Let's be honest, when we listen to that audio, I don't remember the guy being disrespectful. Just saying how he felt about the situation, rightly so. Although, in my opinion, he should have just kept it to himself and kept it moving. He felt some type of way, innit? He felt some type of way. You made him travel all the way from Manny down to London and you parred him. By the sounds of it, Chris was comfy. Like I said, he was comfy. Maybe a bit too comfy. Do you know what I'm saying? Now he's saying all of this on the internet. He says, bro is chimping out. You sound like a little bitch. People have responded saying, what the fuck, with the laughing emojis and they've put gifs, and Chris Brown's continued to banter. He's continued to milk it for a minute still. Oh, what? Chris Brown actually sent him a direct message. Oh, wow. So Chris has sent him a direct message. Chris, blood. He says, you are a bitch with capital letters. Clout chasing ass white boy. Ah, please, Chris. Don't even come with that energy. Oh, he said white boy, then used the N-word. These Americans are confused, blood. And Chris looks like a mixed race guy. I'm pretty sure he's got some white parents somewhere. Come on, man. Why bring race into this? He says, I would have beat up any N-word in that block, including you. Bro, you were sounding soft in that audio, bro. He says, you want a handout and complaining on social media like an effing female. Big men don't move like that. And this is the reason I would have said, just kind of move on, especially if you've got things patterned. If you're patterned, you don't need to entertain it. He says, big men don't move like that. And I didn't have to give your ugly meth head ass girlfriend tickets to my show. So he did kind of bust you then. He did give tickets to his show. I mean, that makes this video even look more weird. So he says, so you're doing all of this on the internet shit, ain't finna, which means ain't gonna, make you famous. faggot. He says, F off somewhere before you run into some real issues fucking with me. Oh, man. That's like, he's basically saying, I'll send legal team your way. And if the legal team come your way with the amount of money that he's got, yeah, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a massive problem. Of course, the guy from Manchester, he responds. He says, not about tickets, mate. You treated me like a fan and a knobhead. I'm not. He says, a fan, I would have done more for someone who looked after me in jail. I drove 8 hours for you just to treat me like some dick. Tickets, wow, I wanted loyalty, not tickets. Like, I do hear it. Like, I do hear both sides of the coin. One thing I don't condone is the disrespect that Chris Brown has put in this message. And let's say it as it is. Chris Brown went to jail for 5 to 6 days, and there was one guy in there that patterned him. Chris Brown doesn't know him. He obviously knows who I am because I'm big Chris Brown, famous, world-renowned singer, dancer, whatever the case. Patterned me. He's made me feel welcome. He's made me feel comfortable. Now, in return for that, I've patterned his girlfriend tickets to one of my shows. And when you look at it from that perspective, given that context, the guy shouldn't have went online and said anything about this. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have felt any type of way. It's kind of like he was pinning his hopes on Chris Brown helping him out. It sounds like he was pinning all these hopes on Chris Brown helping him out when he gets out of jail or, you know, whatever the case may have been, whatever promises may have been made, he was pinning his hopes on it and it just never comes to fruition and now he has nothing. So it's kind of like, bruv, no way, I'm just gonna go on the internet and I'm gonna vent and I'm gonna let everyone know how much of a prick and how disloyal you really are. And that's kind of like what it sounds like, given the context of everything we've read and everything we know so far of this 6-day relationship. Like, firstly, big up the guy. We have to big up the guy. I don't even know the guy's name. The guy from Manny, big him up because whilst Chris was in jail, like I said earlier, he patterned him. He made him feel comfortable. He made him feel welcome. And that's what you want from another human being, man. Like, you don't want to go to jail and next thing you know, you're just knocking heads and banging heads with other people. It's beef, it's this, it's that. You don't want that. You just want to go in, do your time, come out, live your life, you know? And for the simple fact that you have someone in there like that guy from Manny, who said, you know what? This, that, the other, phone, weed, backy, like all of the things were patterned for him. Like, you wouldn't expect of Chris Brown to retaliate in such a manner. He's literally made sure that Chris Brown has got what he needs for the 5 to 6 days that he was there. So you have to big that guy up. But in my opinion, he shouldn't have retaliated or said anything. If Chris Brown made you feel a fool, making you travel to London, you should have said, you know what? I'm the better man. Because I'm the man that made you feel welcome. I'm the man that put his arm around you to make sure that you was out of harm's way. Let's just leave it as it is. You know, we're not friends. We're nothing more than me just knowing you from TV. And maybe, just maybe, that's what it also was. The fact that he was someone who was famous. And that right there could have compelled this guy to feel like Chris was really going to help him.
Let me get one thing clear with this Chris Brown stuff. Just so make it clear to people. I'm not after money. I don't want money. I don't want a penny. I've got my own money. I've got my own life and I've got my own stuff going on. Just a bit of loyalty. Like the stuff I went to. 4-month closed visits. Nearly 5-month closed visits seeing my kids behind glass. Fucking on basic for 8 months. I thought I met some good, loyal people.
So he's basically saying off the back of him helping Chris Brown, he got caught by screws and he had to pay the consequences. I mean, that's just the price you have to pay in jail when you have contraband, right? I would have just left it. I would have left Chris Brown to be the narcissistic prick that he is, leave him to live his life, and you know, you just get back to yours. It was just a 6-day experience that you get to have and share with people from your local area. And you have to say an experience that you probably would have never have got with Chris Brown. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's like a personal one-to-one.
Who were loyal. Like, they treat me like I'm a fan or something, like palming me off. Like, I'm ringing and messaging, just blanking me. Now I'm outside. Like, they said, oh, we'll go for a meal. We'll go for, go for the gym, have a bit of food. Like, they could have, like, even let me come over to America to like, come to some of the shows or even spent a bit of time with me. They spent time with me when I was in jail, chatting to me every day while I was sorting them things out. But now I'm out. Like, they're not asked about me. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, it's not about money. I'm not interested in money. It's about loyalty. If you don't know what loyalty means, then you won't understand.
So he puts this up and then Chris Brown responds. So he says, when I was looking after Chris Brown in jail, his next door used to record me, Chris Brown, when I found out I took the recording and smashed the phone up before sending them to myself. So that's what he said earlier. He ran up in Chris Brown's cell, dumped on him, took his phone, X, Y, and Z. But Chris Brown's responded. It says, he's a lying ass weirdo. You a bitch. You was a do boy. Corny ass white boy. You mad because ain't nobody trying to give you a job. I can't believe it. I can't even fathom how Chris Brown is responding to all of this. Like, how do you have the time? How do you have the time to even care? Must be really cutting Chris deep to know that this guy really put him on and he snaked him. Like, for the guy shouldn't give a shit. The guy shouldn't have any type of loyalty to Chris. Again, you have to big the guy up. It's just human to human loyalty. You're a human, I'm a human, we're in jail together, I'm just gonna make sure that you're okay whilst you're here. And to an extent, Chris did give the guy's partner tickets to a show. So he did kind of reach out and say thank you for patterning me in jail. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is the reason why it is weird. I hear both sides of the coin. I hear both sides of the story. It sounds like an issue that blew up for nothing. Like literally, it was an issue that blew up and found itself on my timeline, my FYP, for no reason. Last part of this retaliation here, and I think there might be more, clearly the guy said that he's got a lot of audio or video of Chris Brown whilst in jail. Maybe he will release it. I don't know. If so, we'll probably react to it. Maybe. I don't know. This sounds like a signed autograph. So Chris Brown's also giving him a signed autograph, dedicating a message to him, and he's basically saying, love my bro. So Chris Brown has actually gone out of his way to show this guy a bit of love, bearing in mind their relationship only lasted for like 5-6 days. And it just says here, later, no one seen sorry. I got you bang up. What I got, no time, no effort, but nice one. I don't know, man. I think this is all being blown out of proportion. Both parties have the right to feel the way they feel in this situation, in my opinion. I want to know what you guys are thinking, so leave all your thoughts and all your comments down below. Like, is this been blown out of proportion? Should the guy for Manny, should he have just moved on and forgot all about it? Was there a real need to make that video? I mean, some people will say, yeah, it was clout chasing. Or some people might say, no, he just felt some type of way. You know, he done more for Chris Brown than he's done for anyone else whilst being in jail, and Chris Brown didn't return the favor the way he expected that favor to be returned. You know, tickets to a concert and a signed autograph wasn't enough. You know, I'm not a fan. You know, I don't even like your music. I was just there to look after you, to make sure you got through that 4 or 5 day period, that 6 day period smoothly. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Without no qualms, without anyone bringing you any harm, without anyone questioning you. And at the same time, I also get Chris Brown's point, because Chris doesn't know you. Yeah, I was in jail, and yeah, you helped me in jail. And for that, here's an autograph, and here's a ticket or 2 tickets to my fucking show, my guy. What else do you want from me? You get it? I get it. I get it. I get it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I need to know exactly what you guys are thinking. Leave all your thoughts, all your comments down below. We're literally recording a bunch of videos today, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick around. Just hit the like button, your notification bells on so you don't miss out on future videos, and I look forward to seeing you lot on the next one.